Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. This is Wyatt. It was promising to be a sunny day here in Nova Scotia today. That hasn't happened. There's some blue sky poking through, but it's not exactly sunny. So we're back into the blizzard woods. Last weekend I was in here during a blizzard, and boy, did we ever get a lot of snow. I was in here without snowshoes at that time, but I mean, right now there's a good amount of snow down in the woods. We've seen spots halfway up my staff. This is not the kind of place you want to be trying to meander through without snowshoes on. So we've got our Labrador snowshoes on today, our bear paws. And no, they're probably not as easy to walk in as a modern pair of snowshoes, but they're what we got. And they're letting us get into the woods here today. So today we're planning on trying, it's so quiet, you can just hear my voice echoing through the woods, eh? Crazy. So today we're going to try a couple things. We're going to get something hot to drink. We're going to try to have something to eat, and we're going to try a method that we've never tried before. So that's what we're at. And we're going to try, I've got a hammock chair that I got that is a purchased hammock chair. And I've got a hammock chair for Wyatt that I made that was my old hammock chair. So we're going to set some stuff up, see if we can get the snowshoes off. We tried to tramp all this down so that it's hard enough for us to walk around with our boots on. That's the goal anyway. So we're going to set up, get our chair set up, and show you what we're into. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Now, let's see if we can get out of these snowshoes. Okay, so let's start getting some stuff out. So, let's start with the big pocket. Food first is right on top. Maybe put that beside the snowshoes. Here's the other food bag. Now, my hammock chair and your hammock chair. So, let's see if we can get yours first. I think that guy will hold you. This guy probably will for sure. Those little fellas off. Okay, so take yours, and I'll put mine in my pocket so I don't get it wet. Okay, here, thank you. Now, let's see. I think that's going to work pretty good. If you want to come hold this end, I'll get this end tied off, and then we'll see what we're up against here. Now, it's going to sink when you sit in it, right? Go like this, back like this maybe. And yeah, you might land in the snow, but that's okay. No, I don't think you'll land in the snow, my buddy. Oh, I think I got that one pretty good. Now, I think that's going to be too tight there. You're going to want to be looser, like that maybe. Maybe stand in front of it, and we'll kind of gauge how high it needs to be. Right there, I think will be good for you. Very slowly give it a try, in case you pull this tree down on yourself, man. Very slowly let your weight settle into it. It should stretch and sink, as you say. Yeah, keep going. How's that? Is it holding you?
Yeah,
It's got all your weight?
Yeah.
Stand up again for a sec. This out some, maybe. There, now try sitting in it again. Hey, oh, wait, sorry. Okay, now try. How's that? Pretty good? Pretty comfy? Nice. Very nice. Right on. Now let's see if we can get mine set up. Not a breath of wind in here today, is there? Now, mine's going to want to be higher up, I'd say, than yours, maybe. I'm going to sink it a lot more. You maybe hold that end for me while I get this. Might as well take advantage of having an extra set of hands, eh? Might go right there. Now I want to tie this in a way I'm going to be able to untie it too. Be mindful of that because it's going to cinch up pretty tight. There we go. That should work for that end. Now let's see this end. Okay. Yeah, guaranteed I'll have to redo that end. Oh yeah. So this is going to want to be up here somewhere, I'd say. Okay, now if I boost this end up a little, we might be in business. It looks pretty comfy, man. Is it? Nice. Oh, sorry. Oh, I kind of feel like I should slow but tight. Like so. Okay. Now let's redo this end. It's only a few times I've done this, right? So it takes me a while to figure out where it's going to go. All right, we're getting there. Okay, let's see what happens here. Ready? Slowly put my weight into it. I don't have the luxury of snow pants. Oh, is the tree holding? Tree's looking good. Your tree's looking good. Oh, very nice. All right, let's get cooking, bro. That's cool. We got chairs. Okay, so this time I brought my pan to put our cooking thing on. So that we're just going to put on the ground here somewhere. I would say try to make like a levelish spot right here somewhere. And just kind of put some snow around it to keep it from sliding around a bunch. Because that's just going to keep our stove thing from melting down through the snow. So let's look at our stove, what we brought. So we've never tried this before. This is a first for us. What we've done, or what we have, is what I've seen people call a Swedish torch. So it's just a dry piece of wood, and I've taken a spade drill bit, drilled down through the center of it, drilled through the side of it, and connected the holes, and then cut crosswise across it. I've put 4 finish nails in the top as a pot stand, and we're going to see if we can cook on this. It's nice and dry, super dry. That's last year's poplar, I think. So that should go on there just nice. And let's get other stuff ready before we light that. So we got our cooking kit. Oh, water. Here's water, my boy. And here's our cooking stuff. All right, and our mugs are in your bag. So I can put our cooking stuff right here for a sec. Kind of cool. I never thought of that too. My hammock kind of makes a little place to put stuff up off the ground too. Yeah, we got. Now, if that doesn't work, you've got a backup stove in your bag. So we got your mug is already full of hot chocolate. Put that there. Oops. And my mug's got a tea bag in it. Okay. Now, I didn't bring my kneeling pad, which is kind of different for me. But I did bring my survival blanket, but I don't feel like unrolling that if I don't need to. So we're just going to wing it. That should be everything I need out of the bag. So let's get some water in the kettle. Let's I'll reposition the camera here now. All right, I've got my stuff sack. I can kneel on that. That'll work. So our kettle. So as always, we want to measure our water first so that it's good to go before we light our stove. I think this one might take a while to get going. I don't know. I've never done a Swedish torch before. Pass me the water, please. Thank you, sir. So we'll throw in 2 mugs fulls of water so that we got hot chocolate and tea water. Measure your water so that you're not boiling water you don't gotta boil. There we go. Took me a long time before I started doing that. Okay, that can go back over there by the tree. My tea bag can go back in there. Okay, so that's all set. Now, I'm thinking, let's light this sucker up and see what happens. Now, I've taken some fire lighting tape that Mark Young gave us, and I've taken a couple strips of that and stuck it in here. But I also have Vaseline soaked cotton in here as well, and hopefully that'll be enough to get this going. I could throw a spark at it, but I've got a Bic lighter here, so I'm just going to use that. Ready? Make sure we're somewhat level there. Now, that's probably going to take a minute to burn in. Hopefully it'll burn. Seems to be going. Still going. Or is it? It is out. Huh. The cotton might be preventing it from getting going real good. Pull this here fire tape out and see what happens when we just like that. Seems better. Let's see, it's got to burn in that hole for it to start burning up the hole. So that's going to be kind of the tricky bit, I think. It's out again. Okay. Okay, no problem. Skidoo's coming. Hear them on the trail. If we can do this. Try to light what's up in there. Nope. See if we can do this. Let's just try to light anything that'll light. Right there. First try, so there's going to be some learning curve to go through. Okay, that seems to be doing something. It's not gone out yet. We've got a pretty consistent flame there on the top. We're still burning down in there. That's okay. I don't mind if it goes out. It's more of an air hole than anything. I was just, in my mind, it was going to light through that hole. I think we might be able to put the pot on. Pot is on. As long as it keeps burning. All right. Yeah. All this stuff can go here. They go out. Right on. What? Okay, cool. Oh, by moving that, I put it out. No, I didn't. There's still flame there. It's still going. Interesting. Moldering. No, it's going. I can see flame. Gotta be careful. Not the most well balanced thing in the world. Well, we'll give that a few minutes and see what happens. Oh yeah, it's going good now. Great job, man. You got it blew back to life. Oh yeah. Alright, we'll just wait for our water to boil. Cool. Very cool. Now's where the hammock chairs come in. Oh yeah, I can feel heat coming off that big time. Nice. It's doing great. Just try to get my pot centered. Hold on, hammock chair. Hold on. Yeah, we saw lots of deer tracks on the way in. We saw some bunny rabbit tracks. Be cool to see a deer go jaunting right by. Oh, that's working pretty good there now. You can see the flames coming out around the sides. Very nice. I have to remember, don't let me forget, when we're done, to take the nails out of that lock so that we're not leaving nails in the lids. Hopefully that'll burn long enough for us to cook on too. Gorgeous. Seagulls. Swedish torch. It's doing what it should. Very nice. Found a lot of cool mushrooms in here last summer. A lot of cool. I found black trumpets in here for the first time, which was really cool. I found hedgehogs in here. I found chanterelles in here, and I found a bunch of different boletes in here too. There we go. We're gonna call that perfect. Oh, you know I don't have my gloves for playing with fire out yet. Watch that doesn't fall over. Yeah, you should be good to stir there. Perfect. Perfect. Now, hopefully we got enough Swedish torch left there to cook on too. If not, we'll break out the alcohol stove. I'll just leave my tea over here to steep. A little fork. Chickadees, hear them? Oh, let's get our pan heating up. I just got oil in this little vial. Pretty good bit of oil because we don't want what we're making to stick if we can help it. Pan. Yeah, we need our. You good there? Can you grab the food bag, please? And let's see if we can get some grub going. All right, don't need the buttons just yet. We'll put those over there. This here bag was the bag that my survival blanket came in, but it's got reflective coating on the inside. So I put an ice pack in there to keep our food cold. There we go. And so it begins. All right, we're frizzling. Sounds like we got action. Smells pretty good. So what we got is deer meat that was given to us. I do hunt, but not enough that I can actually seem to get a deer. It's been 5 years since I actually got a deer. So a really good friend of ours gave us some deer meat the other day. We're gonna see if we can get this cooked up and put it on a bun and enjoy it. There. Oh, I'm gonna spend some little sit in my hammock chair too. It's frizzling away pretty good. Not bad at all. The skidooers are going flat out. They haven't had a chance to be out like this in a while. We finally got snow there last weekend, so they are all out just giving her. We're close to one of the main trails here. Now, I might even throw the lid on that just to hold a little bit more heat in there, and we'll just let that go for a bit, man. It smells really good, doesn't it? That worked pretty well for boiling water. Still not 100% convinced that we're going to actually get our food out of it, because it seems to be slowing down there now. No, it's still burning. Still see flame. I'm used to cooking over a lot of flame, so this is different for me. But like I say, if it doesn't make it, we do have the alcohol stove. We can fire that up real quick and finish off our deer meat. Not cold today. I mean, you can see our breath, but it's not cold at all. It's above zero, way above zero. Not way. It's probably, excuse me, +4, I would say. Feels like +4 to me. It's nice. We had rain overnight last night, so all the snow in the woods is pretty rotten now. Man, that smells good. Okay. What's it look like it's doing there, man? Handles. Let's get out an alcohol stove. Although that's working, it's working pretty slow. Yeah, the meat does look really close, doesn't it? Let me inspect it again. It's hard to tell with all the steam coming off it. So it will literally take me 3 seconds to get this alcohol stove up and running. It does, but I want to be sure. Let's put the lid back on that for a sec. And since we got it, we might as well get the old alcohol stove going too. Now, I'm just going to move this over here and keep that cooking, right? Perfect. And now I've got the Coolin's folding stove. So let's see if I can get this together pretty quickly. It just all folds together. Really cheap little stove. Get that there. He's a little bit. Oh no, he broke. He's a little bit fidgety. That tab there came out, but that shouldn't matter. I should still be okay there. Okay, now the alcohol stove, I've got the bender stove. More skidoos. So let's fill this with alcohol. There we go. Once it pools at the top, you're good. Let's see if we can sneak that in here. Making a huge mess. There. And then like that. There. Now, I don't think I can reach that with my lighter, so we'll throw a spark at it with the old ferro rod. That's lit. Got to love an alcohol stove. Never fails. Hasn't failed me yet, anyway. Well, that's doing pretty good, and that should be high enough that it's not going to be crazy hot for the frying pan either. There we go. Yeah. Oh well, the Swedish torch was an experience. That's for sure. Let's see if I can get those nails out of it. Yeah, there's one. On it. There's two. There we go. Now we know for sure the nails aren't being left in the woods. That's perfect. How's that doing? Look at that. That's doing better now. I kind of want it a little bit almost overdone, right? Because it's kind of, there's lots of oil in there, so it's not going to burn or anything. It's kind of stewing. It'll make it nice and tender. Put your cover back on there, and that'll be good for a few more minutes. Gonna let the Swedish torch go and get smoke in our eyes once in a while, because that's always nice. All right. Rock and roll. Back in action. Couple more minutes, we should be on the eats. Wonder how my tea's doing. Do you want to try your hot chocolate? Let you get planted first. Hot? Very hot? Yeah. Mine probably is too. I'm gonna be very careful. Mine's pretty good too. Very steeped. That's nice. Let me take the bag out of that. Because that's steeped as much as I need. Ooh, hot, hot. We're cooking now, buddy. We are cooking now. The Swedish torch is still throwing a bit of ashes around. I'm still gonna let that go a couple more minutes. Not much longer. Oh, I meant to bring mustard and I forgot. Forgot the mustard. Oh well, go with it, I suppose. All right, I think we're ready to try some. So we get our great big buns, huge Kaiser buns, no napkins. Bun for you, my buddy. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna let the steam stop a bit. I can't see. There we go. Oh, that smells pretty good. Okay, now kind of hold it like kind of together. Give me a backboard. Okay, you good? Not awkward. You all good there? Here we go. A little bit more for you. Buy a nice squirt of mustard. Be some good on that, I bet. Oh, you're losing a little bit. Now's a great time to get up in your chair, but watch my tea is behind you, that's all. So we got deer steak on a bun. I'll just put that over there for now. I'm so excited. Partially cooked on our Swedish torch, which is going pretty good there now. It's kind of taken off again, but our alcohol stove came through in the end. All right. Ooh, hold on, baby. Now's not the time. Mm-hmm. Not bad at all. Hmm. I take it back. It doesn't need mustard. I just put some garlic powder on it and a little bit of salt and pepper. Mmm, nice and tender, bud. Here's to the alcohol stove. Swedish torch. It worked. You know, can't say it didn't work. It did work. It's working there now. If we had just brought that back to life there, we could have finished on that, I think. Piece of bone. Oh, you mean in the woods? Yeah. Probably Bigfoot, I would say. Smelling our good grub. Man, he's like, I need some of that. Mmm. Mm-hmm. That's a good lunch, man. Oops. Holy, that's hot. Oh, I'm losing my sandwich. He's holding on. Mmm. Wow, nothing wrong with that, man. That was good. Not saying we wouldn't have made it on the Swedish torch. I think we might have, but once we livened it back up. But that's why it's nothing to carry another stove, a little alcohol stove like that. Nothing at all. Then you're guaranteed you're definitely going to eat. Enjoy a little bit of tea, some quiet. And then we'll pack up and head out. All right. Well, there we go, folks. We had a very nice little bit of time in the woods, didn't we? We got to try out a Swedish torch for the first time. That was somewhat successful, right? We didn't know what we were doing, so it didn't turn out too bad. But we got to use the alcohol stove too, which is always fun. Just wanted to make sure what we were cooking get cooked up real good. And we had lovely deer meat on a bun. Deer steak on a bun, man. Hot chocolate and tea. Super quiet. Hearing the odd skidoo go racing by, man. But all in all, really nice and warm. Nice and still. Beautiful afternoon in the woods, man. I had fun. But fun is fun, but done is done. So we're going to turn, head her back through the old snowshoe trail, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, and remember, folks, you will never find anything unless you get out and look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it.